As clashes between pro-Palestinian protesters and police escalate, President Biden is finally speaking directly. His message to college and to protesters coming up.
Also, it is history in the making as the U.S. Attorney swears in a federal prosecutor dedicated to cases involving missing and murdered Indigenous people. We'll hear why this ceremony was particularly significant. Stacey.
And we had a pretty nice day, most areas, a little bit of rain here and there, and what's headed our way for tomorrow and the weekend. I'll have all the details coming up in my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Well, good Thursday evening. Thanks for being here. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. Tonight, fire investigators are asking for information about a red pickup truck that may have been out on South Findlay Road in Benton County last night. The first calls about this fire came in just before 6 p.m. We saw dry and you just heard breezy conditions out there at the time. Benton County Fire District 1 says the fire spread to about 45 acres within just a couple of hours. Fire crews were able to protect a home and several other buildings nearby. Now, a family event this weekend could help ensure that you are ready for fire season. Our Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma reports what the event is all about.
Richland Fire and Emergency Services are hosting a wildfire preparedness expo this weekend at Badger Mountain Trailhead Park. We've already seen several fast-moving fires this year. And firefighters are hoping that learning how to protect your own property will lower the risk of damage later in the year. It's especially important to take steps to protect your home if you're living near undeveloped space, because fire can spread quickly in sagebrush, as we just saw last year with the wildfires along I-82 in Benton County.
You know, wildfire risks in this area have just been growing over the last several years, and this is just one element that we thought would be extremely beneficial to do a community outreach and invite the public out to share our information and educate them in ways that they can become safer. So our hope is that we have a really good turnout and this can become an annual event.
This weekend event goes far beyond fire preparation. I'll let you know what other organizations you can connect with at 6 on Apple Valley News Now. Reporting in Richland, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Monique, we'll see you in an hour. Thank you. One local company is getting the word out tonight about how to keep your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning machine free of bad air. With wildfire season almost in full swing, that can typically result in smoke-filled skies in and around the Tri-Cities, up to Yakima too. Concerns about air quality indoors and out has prompted professionals to provide the community with some ways to improve indoor air quality. Andy Roberts, owner of Solstice Heating and Air in Kennewick, says many people will run all of the exhaust fans in their home, thinking that this helps to remove smoke from the residents.
We've had quite a few people where we've retrofitted air cleaners into their homes, and it's more just because the people have been exposed. I think this fire in Findlay is creating a little more awareness to where what we've been experiencing the last few years in the summer, all the smoke from fires, people are just a little more aware of it and cognizant of wanting to get ahead of the game.
Andy also told me today he can come to your home for a check on your HVAC system. He also told us that anytime the air is bad, keep your windows and doors closed as much as possible. So I was out there earlier today with my photographer, Brett, and we were talking about it's a layers kind of day.
Yes, it felt like layers today. Fortunately, though, those breezes have been keeping the wind. I was out covering the fire last night, and you could see smoke from the Findlay warehouse, smoke from this new wildfire. Fortunately, it did not blow towards us in Kennewick.
Yeah. So, Stacey, how's it looking as we're getting closer to the weekend now, weather-wise?
Well, you guys notice it. We've had a little bit of a weather roller coaster, as you can see, and we are seeing a few scattered showers, mainly in the mountains and to the south of the Tri-Cities, even south of Hermiston and Pendleton today. Very light hitting those mountaintops. Us, well, looking pretty good. We do have a few clouds rolling in this evening, but we're going to remain dry with mostly clear skies, but a few clouds hanging around. 67 degrees. Winds are light at 9 miles per hour. Our sunset at 8:07. Forecast tonight, those temperatures warming up gradually. Still on the chilly side. 38 still cold to me, but we'll see a little bit warmer tonight than we had last night. Tomorrow we're looking at our warmest day and our probably nicest day of the week most of the day, but you're going to start to see those clouds rolling in later in the afternoon. And unfortunately, those winds are going to be back beginning tomorrow evening into the weekend. So enjoy tonight's nice little night, a little bit warmer. Sunshine tomorrow, and we have really cool temperatures below average going into next week. I'll get to all those details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. It is the National Week of Action for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Relatives. This is a crisis that has hit the Yakima Reservation especially hard.
The Justice Department's MMIP Regional Outreach Program is now working to change that. Today, Bree Blackhorse was formally sworn in as the first Assistant U.S. Attorney dedicated to prosecuting cases involving missing and murdered Indigenous people. She is the first Native American AUSA to be working out of the Yakima office and has worked with the Yakima Nation for years.
Our country has historically failed to meet the crisis of missing or murdered Indigenous people with the urgency and resources it demands. That historical failure stops now.
Blackhorse will be working on MMIP cases across the Northwest region, including Washington, Oregon, Montana, Idaho, and California.
Now, this is a step towards rebuilding trust between the tribes and federal authorities, who say there are still many other challenges they face in investigating and prosecuting MMIP cases. Some of those challenges include jurisdictional issues. Federal authorities can only take a case on the Yakima Reservation if they can prove that it happened on tribal land and involved at least one tribal member. The feds also have limited power when it comes to juvenile cases and as to how much they can release about their investigations. They say that is because releasing certain information could put witnesses or confidential informants in danger.
If anything comes out about the investigation or the prosecution that could interfere with our ability to effectively bring that case in court, we would be devastated and justice wouldn't be done.
Now, coming up at 6, we'll hear more from the U.S. Attorney's Office and from the FBI about the challenges they're facing investigating these cases on tribal land. And if you're looking for other ways to engage in this week of action and to learn more about the crisis, there are several opportunities coming up. The War Cry broadcast is doing a live podcast and brown bag lunch lecture at noon Friday at the Yakima Nation Cultural Center. Red Gallia Missing and Murdered Indigenous Awareness Walk and Stand for Justice at 1 p.m. Sunday at the Heritage Cultural Center in Toppenish. And finally, there is the MMIP Symposium. That is from 8 until 5 Tuesday at Legends Casino, where newly sworn in MMIP Assistant U.S. Attorney Bree Blackhorse will be speaking.
Well, we have a fundraiser that's scheduled for tomorrow to tell you about. It's for Amber Rodriguez's family. It's going to be happening at Summers Hub of Kennewick. Investigators say the 31-year-old was murdered at Wiley Elementary in West Richland by former Yakima police officer and ex-husband Elias Huizar. The deadly shooting immediately made national headlines just a couple of weeks ago, and now the community is stepping up big time. The Hub, along with Pacific Clinic, local partners as well, plan to come together to honor Amber and raise funds for her family with a silent auction. A live DJ will play music from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Organizers say 100% of beer proceeds, 100% of the silent auction, 10% of Brady's proceeds, and a percentage of the individual food truck sales will also be donated directly to the family.
Here at the Pacific Clinic, 3 of Amber's sisters and her niece worked with us. And on behalf of them, they just want to express how grateful they are during this time and how overwhelmed they've been with the love and support from the community.
The event starts at 4:30 tomorrow, Friday. Organizers say bring lawn chairs just in case because the event is expecting a lot of people. Coming up new at 6 tonight, we're going to show you some of the gifts that were donated by local businesses for the silent auction.
Well, protests showing support for Palestinians and calling for colleges and universities to stop investing in weapons manufacturers, including Boeing, or companies that support Israel, have now spread to eastern Washington. Gonzaga students marched across campus last night demanding change. That protest remained peaceful. The university says it has heard the protesters and will send their requests to the Board of Trustees and to the Investment Committee. Now, students at the University of Washington are also protesting, calling for similar changes.
Yeah, they are. There is also a growing encampment this week at the University of Oregon. Both those protests, though, have remained peaceful. A very different scene, though, at Portland State University, where protesters calling for a ceasefire in Gaza occupied the campus library and were cleared out by police. This happened earlier this morning. Portland officers say they arrested a dozen people, only 4 of them PSU students.
Now, the Associated Press reports at least 2,000 people have been arrested nationwide in connection with these ongoing protests. Julia Benbrook reports after 2 weeks of statements from the White House, today President Biden spoke directly about the violence.
President Joe Biden is addressing the pro-Palestinian protests taking place on college campuses.
It needs to be done without violence, without destruction, without hate.
While speaking at the White House, the president said the National Guard would not be deployed, but said that the images coming in from across the country have, quote, put to the test 2 fundamental American principles.
First is the right to free speech and for people to peacefully assemble and make their voices heard. The second is the rule of law. Both must be upheld.
Up until now, Biden has largely avoided speaking about the protests.
There should be no place on any campus, no place in America for anti-Semitism or threats of violence against Jewish students. There is no place for hate speech or violence of any kind, whether it's anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, or discrimination against Arab Americans or Palestinian Americans.
While Biden navigates protest at home, he's also navigating a highly sensitive moment in the Gaza war, as Israel and Hamas pursue a fresh proposal to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas and pause the fighting. An outcome some advisors hope could lower the temperature at home. Reporting at the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Now, here in our region, we got to keep talking about that roller coaster of a forecast. You will need the sunglasses tomorrow, but you might be able to ditch the coat.
Stacy's telling us more unsettled weather is on the way, and she's got those details to help you plan your weekend coming up.
And it might not feel like it, but summer is coming. Tonight, we're talking about an effort to get food trucks ready for the season. That's next on Apple Valley News Now.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. In football, your team can have a bad season. In real life, when you are having a bad season, you can call Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. And with tens of millions of dollars collected on behalf of clients, we will find the best solution for your situation. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit us online at quantumlegal.com.
If your group or organization would like to receive job postings, contact our Human Resources Department, 509-735-8369 to request notices.
Apple Valley News Now open positions can be viewed on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the KMA 80R Combi motor or the HSA 50 hedge trimmer. Real Steel.
Welcome to the downtown Yakima Farmers Market, where we celebrate local produce, crafts, and cultures. We're excited to kick off our season on May 12th at our new location at 15 West Yakima Avenue. Immerse yourself in the vibrant atmosphere of our market, filled with locally grown fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as a variety of handcrafted items. Don't miss out on this exciting event. Join us at the downtown Yakima Farmers Market, opening May 12th.
If you'd like to improve your sleep on a new Serta or Beautyrest mattress, then you're going to love the Sit, Sleep, and Relax sale at Walker's Furniture, where the Memorial Day savings are starting early with big discounts on Beautyrest, Serta, and over 40 more styles of the best name brand mattresses. Plus, special 5 years financing is available with no money down, so you can improve your sleep today and pay over time. Plus, get up to $300 of additional free furniture with select sets sold this week at Walker's.
Want a family 4-pack of tickets to Dust Devils baseball? Enter right now on our mobile app or click on contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Fireworks Night with the Dust Devils, May 18th. Baseball and fireworks. See you at the game.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
Welcome back to the news at 5. The EPA, the Department of Energy, and the Washington State Department of Ecology have come to an agreement on cleaning up the radioactive and chemical waste at the Hanford site. Officials say there are more than 50 million gallons of the waste stored underground in 177 tanks, and they need to be handled. Right now, the waste treatment plant at the Hanford site is getting preparations in order for low and high level waste to start the vitrification process, transforming nuclear waste into glass. Thanks to this new agreement, that process could start as soon as next year.
We're looking at the current state of cleanup of the tank waste and what makes the most sense. What's the most realistic way to do the cleanup and in what sequence? And what is achievable now? And we've come back with a solution that has us keeping treatment of the tank waste by mobilizing it in glass on schedule, vitrifying it, and then with some of our waste, treating it and then transporting it out of the state for treatment and disposal in grout, the less radioactive waste.
Now, the agencies are asking for public comment on the proposed amendments to the agreement. There is also a 60-day public comment period that starts on May the 30th.
The City of Richland is hosting a one-day mobile food vendor event for inspection and permitting processes. That's coming up tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Columbia Point Marina Park. Food vendors will be able to work with several community partners, including the Tri-Cities Fire Departments, the Health District, Code Enforcement, and others to obtain their inspections, permits, and approvals. Richland fire officials say having this documentation will help your process go smoothly.
Having your L&I, your decal on your truck, or have paperwork that you have an L&I inspection, having your food handler's card or your certificate from the Department of Health, and then some sort of documentation about having a business license.
Now, the city did ask food vendors to reserve their spot, but they will also be able to accept walk-ins during the duration of the event. Richland fire officials also say they are looking forward to having this event again sometime in October.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, it's been a bumpy ride, but we've made it to Thursday. 67 degrees on our Legends Casino Skycam. A few clouds floating around, but also nice sunny day up on Badger. Great evening for a hike out there. Winds are light this evening at 9 miles per hour. Our sunset at 8:07. Let's take a peek at the weather pattern and what's coming our way. Now today, this weak system passed through the area. That's what you're seeing right now. Some of those clouds to the south of the Tri-Cities and out east of Yakima. You're seeing some clouds this evening. That ridge of high pressure moves in. That's going to bring us a brief warm up. We're going to get our warmest day of the week tomorrow, thanks to that. But that next system, and it's a doozy, look how big that is. That's going to start moving onshore late Friday into Saturday. That's going to bring some Cascade Mountain snow showers, 35 to 4,500 feet, so possibly across Snoqualmie Pass if you have travel plans. And we're going to see widespread showers. Some places rain shadowed, some getting a sprinkle or two, some getting heavy rain. So that's what we're looking at for the next couple of days. Here we go. We've got the clearing skies for tonight. Looking good out there. Clouds start to move in tomorrow afternoon. We'll start to see those showers moving down the Columbia River Gorge, making their way into Yakima area by 8 or 9 o'clock. Overnight is when we'll see those showers hitting Hermiston, Pendleton, Tri-Cities, eventually making their way to Walla Walla. Here's that this is what a rain shadow looks like. So everywhere else is going to be seeing the rain showers, and then we clear up here in the Columbia Basin around Saturday morning, and for the most part staying clear until later in the afternoon, where we're going to see a passing stray shower. But as you can see, we've got snowfall here, heavier showers up in the mountains, and widespread showers all the way to the east of our forecast area and the southern portion, Hermiston, Pendleton, as we get into your Saturday night. Speaking of the weekend, our back for the season golf forecast. Now Friday, nice morning, a little bit cloudy in the afternoon. Winds will pick up later for our golfers. Going to be mostly cloudy with some early morning showers. Should clear out by the midday. Some areas, though, are going to be seeing those scattered showers. Bring that golf umbrella and look for some morning showers on Sunday for golf and clearing up in the afternoon. It's not bad. Now let's talk about those winds. We're going to start to see those winds picking up even tomorrow morning here in the Columbia Basin, but by the afternoon, we'll start to see those gusty winds really picking up in the the Kittitas Valley. Really starting to get windy as we get overnight into your Saturday. Check it out. We're going to see wind gusts 35, 40, maybe even 50 miles an hour in some of our regions on Saturday. We could see those breezy winds continue right on into Sunday. The good news is our warming trend is happening, and then we slide right back down to those cooler temperatures below average. 75, 76 or so tomorrow, Tri-Cities. Then we drop almost 10 degrees into Saturday, and we stay pretty cool till the first part of next week. Walla Walla has their warm day on Friday, then cooling back down. Going to be kind of chilly on Sunday, down to 55 degrees. You get used to the warm and then it gets cold again. Here's what it looks like tonight. Temperatures in the 30s, just close to 40 degrees for most of our area. Tomorrow, the sunny day, but increasing clouds and winds in the afternoon. Temps in the 70s all through the area. And if you're hitting the road this weekend, here's what you need to know. You're going to see rainy conditions across I-90 Snoqualmie Pass. You could encounter some snow on Saturday. If you're heading over to Portland, going to be a wet weekend there as well. And if you're heading on up north to the Spokane area, look for partly cloudy skies and rain possible on Sunday. Your 7-day travel forecast, 7-day planning forecast is coming up here in just a few minutes. Alyssa, Austin.
All right, Stacey, thank you. Still ahead on your news at 5, we're talking about a potentially big change to high school sports here in Washington.
And it's an idea that's even drawing support from Seahawks star Tyler Lockett. We're going to hear from him coming up in just a moment.
Jessica Jalor, Good Morning Northwest. Weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
This lake is a trout lake.
It's time to get ready for fishing.
It's a great fly fishing lake. A lot of wildlife, otters, beavers, blue herons.
Fly the Northwest over Fish Trap Lake.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next DT, only we're behind the scenes with the all-star voices of If. Plus, our Station 19 exclusive with Boris the Boss.
It's being announced right here live on ET.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and 1 day only. New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same-day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Tonight, our campuses, the wars in Ukraine and Gaza, women's rights, and with Election Day just 6 months away, more Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Welcome back. We could see the first change in years to the sports that high school girls are allowed to compete in. Right now, the WIAA is voting on whether to add girls flag football as a sanctioned sport. If passed, Washington would be the 12th state to sanction girls flag football. It's a fast-growing high school sport, even drawing some attention from players in the NFL. Seahawks star Tyler Lockett had this to say.
And I think it's just like a really cool opportunity, but I also do think that it should be a sport because as you look at even what's happening in the Pro Bowl with flag football becoming a thing. And I think that it is going to continue to be something that's going to be really big down the line. And I think it's a way that women can be able to be a part of football and play football and stuff like that. And like, we're going to win a championship out here.
The Seahawks have been at the forefront of advocating for this sport. They've been contributing to grants for schools all across our state to start girls flag football programs. That WIA vote is scheduled to continue through May 10th.
You know, I always thought that would be cool. It's like, why can't women play football?
I mean, it'd be a little bit safer for them, everybody,
that too, right?
Avoid
exactly.
the concussions.
Yeah, avoid the concussions, yeah, but still have fun. All right, Stacey is back with your viewer photo of the day, and she will have a final look at the forecast.
And still ahead, take a look at this. A fiery crash involving a tanker truck shuts down the main north-south highway on the East Coast. World News Tonight has a look at the aftermath, coming up at 5:30.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
The race continues for over $13,000 in cash and prizes with Wild Horse Resort and Casino's $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes. Play all week to earn entries, then multiply them on Thursdays. Drawings every Friday and Saturday. Pick your lucky horse and ride away with up to $700 cash. Then join us on Saturday, May 25th for the $15,000 grand prize. 3 winners will race toward the finish line, and the winner takes home $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Welcome to Whitman Hill Winery, where we create luxurious wines from our estate vineyards. We invite you to attend this year's featured concert series. Check our website and Facebook for the latest events at Whitman Hill Winery. We are committed to excellence and value in everything we do. Experience the warmth of our outdoor seating areas, the beauty of our vineyards, and the joy of sharing a glass of wine with friends. The season is here, the time is now. We can't wait to welcome you to Whitman Hill Winery.
What do I love about Twiggs? The steak salad. It's famous. It really is.
We love happy hour. We love the staff. We love the food. Wonderful place to be.
What do we love about Twiggs? The bartenders.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hapo Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hapo.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
We're back now and back on Zebra Patrol that escaped along with 3 others from a transport in North Bend. Well, this zebra is still out there somewhere. These are real pictures of the zebra, but you've probably seen the memes of all the places it's been spotted. Animal control officers say they're not planning a formal search operation because the weather is relatively mild and the space they would have to search is just too big. So if you see a zebra, now you know.
Maybe stay at a distance because it is a wild animal.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day.
I thought I saw that he was in Prosser.
I saw that it was in Walla Walla.
All right, let's take a look at our viewer photo. It's real, by the way. Mark Stevenson took this at Kennewick. It's the lupine in East Kennewick. Those are wildflowers. Isn't that pretty?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Mark. Remember, if you want to get your weather photo on TV, the QR code on the right side of your screen, that's your best friend. Get up there with your smartphone, take a picture of that, and submit your photo. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast real quick as we head into the final minutes or final seconds of the newscast here. The weather roller coaster continues. Just look at that little graphic there. And then we'll take a look at Walla Walla and Hermiston. Cooler temperatures into next week. 55 on Sunday. Come on, spring.
Well, one day of the 70s, we'll take it.
Right, there we go.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
And we'll be back tonight at 6, hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.